Yeah, thank you. Task one is done, two is done, three is done. Now, from my years of experience or years of teaching, students are usually afraid of this database. And I want to tell you that you shouldn't be afraid. I'm going to take you through that at the end of this, you will be able or you should be able to solve any question being given to you under this data manipulation, otherwise known as database. So I will be explaining step by step for you to understand and be able to apply whatever you have learned to solve any problem. Okay, now note this. You are now going to prepare some report for the company. Make sure all currency values all currency values display a currency symbol to two decimal places. Please note that that is sacrosanct. Yes, that means you can't do without that. So let's get to business now. So I'm using Microsoft Access for that blank database. Now save your database in your workspace. That's your work area, your folder. So if in case of any problem, you can go back there. I save my okay, let's call it SO Ajala database. Okay, that's my great. Okay, that is created. Okay, close this table. Okay, not needed. Okay, examine the okay. I'm using these two tables. Okay, using this import the file J217 student import. That's external data, new data source from file, text file, CSV is a text file, comma separated variables or values used for database or spreadsheet applications. They can use them in that. So which one are we importing? 217 student, 217 student, new table, okay, click on okay. Next, you don't have anything to do here. First row contain field names, click that. Advanced, all you need to do here is just to change anyone that is Boolean, and luckily that is only for paid. Boolean for paid, long integer, change it to yes or no for Boolean. Okay, next primary key, road number as the primary key you're told. Next, okay, finish. So let's do the setting for the data types now, all of them. Okay, so right click on this, design view, text, birth date, ddmmyy. As format, go check for ddmmyy, that's short date. That is done. Gender is M or F. Boolean, okay, gender. Okay, gender is text. M or F. Text. 4 text. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weeks is number, integer, that's correct. Paid is, so you have to change the format to yes or no. Okay, save the data. Show this evidence of this. Print screen. Evidence of this. Copy. Evidence shown. Okay, any other question on that? Set the cashier which will allow the letters M or F to be entered in the gender field. Criteria, that's validation rule. Gender field criteria, just validation, that's validation rule. M in quotation marks or F in quotation marks. Okay, that is that. Take screenshot showing how you have limited data entry in the gender field. Instead, the screenshot into your evidence document. Okay, screenshot of this print screen. Please ensure you take the gender field with it. I'm going to cancel that. Start again. Gender field M or F. Print screen. Criteria. Okay, that is done. So that is shown. Okay, enter this. Okay, new record. SS00, please, not 000072. Don't make any mistake. Okay, last name Leonard 27 02 1968. Am I correct? 27 02 1968, that's correct. Okay, let's see if this works. G. Okay, error message to our validation is working. F. Let's see. 2. Check. History of art. 5. Yes. Everything is done. Check your data entry for errors. SS0072 Dina 27012 SAC2 check history of R5. Yes, so no error, 1 mark. Okay, so this is done. I can close this. Okay, so I'm importing another table, external, from file, test, browse, another table called what? Rooms. Okay, J217 rooms, new table. Okay, next, first row contain field names, primary key, account code, primary key. Okay, next, finish. So let's examine the table for appropriate file formatting. Rooms, design view. So this is weekly costs. So what cost should be currency. So let's stick to one currency format. Pounds. Don't forget, from the beginning, all currency values must have symbols with in 2 decimal places. So we have done that. Okay, so we can close this. Yeah, yes, I know what I'm doing. Open it, currency. Okay, you can see 2 decimal places with a symbol. Okay, that is done. So we are creating relationship now. Database tools, relationships. Okay, so for these 2 tables, table 1, add, table 2, add. You are done with your own ministry. Open this. Take this down a bit. So we are linking account ACC code field in the student table and the ACC code field in the room table. Okay. So click drag from here and drop it here. Great. So it's linked to show everything. Right click, edit relationship. So this shows the ACC code is linked to this, and then it is one to many. Then show the print screen for this. That's the evidence there. Okay, so that is done. Okay, close. Yes, so the relationship is created. Now the report aspect. Now using the field from the student table, produce a report that. So we are creating a report, but before you can create a report, you need to create a query. For example, look at this table. It has about 299 records. So if you are to print this, it will take nothing less than maybe like 50 pages or so, as the case may be. So how many students will be writing IGCSE? How many pages will you be printing? So you need to create a query. A query take a section, a subsection of your table. So the query must have criteria. Okay, so select only. Now when you see select only, those records where, so this is the query aspect, and then calculations at runtime. So is that query we are going to need for the report. So to create a query, you go to create query wizard. Now simple query wizard. Now I'm taking all the fields from all the tables, table rooms, table code rooms. I take everything, students, I take all the fields. This is a trick. When you do that, it will inherit the relationship you have created between the two tables, and you can use the fields from the two tables in your query. Okay, so I call this the first query. You can call your own another thing or any name that you like. The first query, call this. So you can see it. You can see that the relationship is used. So I can now the criteria. Course contain the word heart. Contains is a keyword that shows that anything can go before art, like fine art. Anything can come after art. So before, you put asterisk, after asterisk. So course, where is course? Let's look for course. Course, okay, I've seen it. Course contains the word have. Contains, that means something can come before. That's asterisk to represent before. Heart is in the middle. Something can come after asterisk. That is asterisk, heart, asterisk. That is a wild card. Weeks is 3 or more. That means it can be 3 or more. 3, 4, 5, 6, as the case may be. 3 or more means it is greater than 3, equals to 3. That's 3 equals to 3 is 3. Greater than 3 is more. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Paid is yes. And that is yes. Just type yes. They run it to see if your criteria, if they are working. You can see course art, theater art, education art is there. History of art, that is theater coming before, something coming after. So this is correct. Weeks, nothing should be less than 3, 3, 4, 5, 7. So no 2, no 1. That's correct. Paid is yes. So our query is working perfectly. Our query is working perfectly. So we are done with this. So we now want to do the report now. So we are done with the query aspect. Let's close everything. Yes, save everything. Now create report wizard. Report wizard. You are creating report from the query you have created. So now this is a report. Shows only the field row number. Pick that one, row number. Ensure you don't miss out anything. Course, weeks, first name, last name, first name, last name, birth date, and paid. Let's look at it again. Row number, course, weeks, row number, course, weeks, first name, last name, birth date, first name, last name, birth date, and paid in this order. Okay, so that is done. Please don't do anything here. Ascending, descending should not be done here, less or else it will affect the order. So leave that blank in this order. So orientation is portraits. Portraits. So what's the title of the query? Report title, sorry, of the report, at summer schools. At summer schools. Ask your national random number. Okay. Okay. Modify. Finish. Okay, so let's do some adjustment. Sort the data into descending order of weeks and then ascending order of course. So you do that under design, then go to group and sort, add a sort. The first one is what? Descending order of weeks. Weeks. Descending, that is largest to smallest, that is descending. Is that all? No. And then ascending order of course. So you add another sort for course, ascending. Ascending, A on top is ascending, A, B, C is going up. So that is done. So that's where to do it. It will not affect the order of your field names. Okay, calculate the number of courses in this selection. Position this number under. Okay, so that is calculation under. Okay, I'm done with this. So calculation. Okay, so I'm calculating the number of courses. Just click on this course under the detail pane. Then under the grouping and totals, under totals, click on count values. Automatically it brings it under the course field. So that's will calculate the number. As a label total enrollment to the left of this number. Okay, so this for label this number total enrollment. Is there an S? Okay, to the left of this. Okay, that is done. To the left, that is done. Fit on a single page wide. As your national number and account number on the reports. So your details. Okay, let's bring this down. Your details can be, if your report has more than one page, your details can be in page header or page footer, because page header is equivalent of page header, like header in your Word document, so it shows on all the pages, while the footer, the same thing as footer, it shows on all the pages. But report header is the top of the first page of your report, while report footer is what is on the footer of the last page of your report. So if you put your details on report header and you have more than a page in your printout, your details will not show in all the pages. It will show only on the first page. So please be careful not to make that mistake. So I put my details here. So Ajala, write yours in full. NG077 0777. Those are my details. Okay, those are my details. So I've added my details here. Fit on a single page wide. Okay, so let's do layout view to see if everything is showing and nothing is hiding. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, some things are not showing there. Okay. Studies, are they showing now? Let's see. Ensure that everything shows. Okay. Last name, first name. Everything is showing. The details. Is that all? Where is the page? Design view. Page. Take time to ensure that everything shows. Okay, so adjust everything. Oh, thank God. Okay, so this should be by the left of this. Ah, thank you, Jesus. Okay, 49. Everything is showing, nothing is hiding. Okay, so you can look at the conditions again. Row number, course weeks, row number, course weeks, first name, last name, birth date, and paid in this order, and all of them shown in full. So perfect. Everything is perfect for the 9 records. Okay, so the instruction says save and print your document. fit on a single page wide. So let's do the print preview to ensure that everything is working fine. Okay, you can do like 4 pages. So everything is on a single page wide and is showing 2 pages high, single page wide. 49 is under this. Okay, so you can print now. So see the way to be on paper. So pick Adobe PDF. So that's print out 2. So when it's being printed, it will look like this. You have your details showing here. Number 1, page 1, then page 2 of the details. Okay, 49. Under this field, this by the side. So that is correct. Close this. Okay, let's go back to the question. Okay, formula use, screenshot of the formula use. Okay, print design view again. So this is the formula use. I can just bring it out, I don't need it again. So take screenshot of this. And that's it. Yes. Okay, so the next one, using field from both table, produce a report. Okay, from here, so we need a query again, query wizard. Before we can create a report, we need query. Now you are creating query from the original tables, not from the query. So you go to the rooms table, pick all the fields, student table, pick all the fields, next, modify the query wizard. So let's call it second query. That's what I'm calling mine. So I've inherited the relationship. So let's see what the criteria. Accommodation is most work lodge. Accommodation, where's accommodation? Okay, most work lodge. Ensure that you don't make mistakes. Cross check again. Room type is standard or suite. Standard or PNSUITE. Paid is no. Paid is no. Now, so we do this in query and then calculation at runtime. Sorry. Calculation at runtime. In query. So this in query, calculation at runtime in query. And how do we do calculation at runtime? The new field is called room cost. So this is for the new field called room underscore costs. Then column. Then the field we are giving, put them in square bracket. Field. Calculate the weeks. Weeks is a field. Put it in square bracket. Weeks. Close the square bracket. That's one field. Multiplied by weekly cost. Multiply is asterisk. Weekly cost is another field in square bracket. Weekly underscore cost. So anytime you are using field, put them in square bracket. 2 square brackets per field. One opened, one closed. Okay. And displayed as currency, this field will calculate the weeks multiplied by weekly cost. So that is done. So this is currency. So let's go to property sheet and tell it that it is currency. Okay, let's run it and see first. So room cost is currency. It has inherited it from weekly cost. Nonetheless, the second query, design view, format, format as currency to fulfill all righteousness. Decimal places 2. Okay. Okay, so it's done. Just 22 records. Okay, so we're done with the query. Let's save it. So this is done. So, okay, the report now shows all the fields. So create report wizard from the second query. First name, last name, weekly cost, first name, last name, weekly costs, cost, weeks, cost, weeks, accommodation, room type, room costs, room type, room costs. Let's check that again. First name, last name, weekly costs, cost, weeks, accommodation, cost, weeks, accommodation, room type, and room cost in this order. That's correct. Next, nothing there. Orientation is landscape. Landscape. Modify. Include the heading outstanding room fees. Outstanding room fees at the top of the page. Okay, finish. Okay, that is done. Does not display a page number when printed. Okay, so this for page number. Delete this. Sort the last name in ascending order. Group and sort. Last name. As your name, central account number at the top right of the report. So this is a one-page fit on a single page. So this is a one-page report, and I want it at my details at the top right, so I can put it here. So it will be at the top right of the report. One page. SO Ajala NG0770777. Okay, at the top right of the report. So this is at the top right, but I'm going to show you something when you want to print it. Okay, let's see the layout view. The layout view to ensure that everything is showing and adjust. Okay, you are done with your ministry. Okay, scroll down. Okay, everything is showing there. Okay, first name, last name, first name, last name, weekly cost, weekly cost, week's accommodation, room time, room cost. Okay, everything is showing there. Okay, now so if you print it, see where my name is, and it's supposed to be top right of the report. Can just adjust it here, top right of the report, or if it was there, do right aligned, so that's top right of the report. So when this is being printed, let's say print preview, let's do 4 pages so you can appreciate it. You can see it just fits, it fits into a single page, fit on a single page. So if yours is more than a page, you should know that there's a problem somewhere. Figure it out and fix it. So let's simulate the printing. Print Adobe PDF print. I guess that should be print out tray. Save and print. Print out tray. Print out tray. So when it's being printed, it will look like this, just a single page. Everything is showing perfectly. So you can see it's not as difficult as it looks. 10 marks and get 10 over 10. Okay, data in the gender field is encoded displaying M for male and F for female. In your own word, give 2 reasons for encoding data. Ensure your answers in your enter your answers in your evidence document. So why do we do that? 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it is less prone to error in entry data or data entry. Number 2, it takes less space on the computer memory, because a single character like M takes about 1 byte, that's about 8 bits. So male, it will take about 32 bits, that's about 4 bytes. So definitely it takes less space on the computer memory. Okay, so that's done. Telephone numbers of each student will be added in a new field. Identify the most appropriate data type for this field and in your own words give a reason for your choice. Enter your answers in your evidence document. Telephone number. Number 1, the most appropriate data type. The most appropriate data type is tests. Tests. It cannot be used in calculations like addition, multiplication, etc. Okay, a form has been created to enter data into the student table. Evaluate in your own words the gender and payment type fields on this. So we are evaluating the gender and payment type field. Okay, so we have gender, payment type. Okay, for gender, number 1, there is a button here, we don't know what is used for. The redundant button should be removed. Number 2, M can stand for money, F can stand for anything, fighting, whatever, so it's not clear. So there should be an instruction what M and F stand for. Okay, so payment type 1 or 2. Payment type, the space is too long or too much for the payment type. A drop down menu will be should be used to minimize data entry errors. Okay, that is done. So type this 4 marks. Okay, thank you. That is the end of data manipulation, and I hope that you can solve it now by yourself. Please don't be afraid. I wish you the very best in your examination and everything. Please like, share, subscribe, and everything you need to do, just do it. Thank you very much. God bless you.